Aloha and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Roy and Betty Sakamoto, Caldwell Banker, Kapalua. Well, here we are. It's another Thursday in Kahului, Maui. Oh, Wailuku, really. And we've headed over from Lahaina side. Just kind of interesting. Roy is on his way here. We ended up having to be in separate cars. You know, I just recorded a message for everybody to vote in the election, the primary coming up. So I thought I'd read it if I can do it again and get it through my brain. But basically what we're saying is Roy and Betty Sakamoto, Caldwell Banker, Kapalua, humbly ask and encourage you to vote in the primary election. You should receive your primary packet in the mail by July 26th. Completed ballots must be received by the County Elections Division by 7 p.m. August 13th. If you have any questions on that at all, check out elections.hawaii, spelled out, .gov. And the message brought to you by Roy and Betty Sakamoto, where prestige is our business, reputation our foundation, and obviously still selling real estate. I found something else today that I thought from a little flyer that I had a long time ago. And I feel like politically, et cetera, we all need to do our best to take care of one another, to change the way we've been operating, or some of us are on certain days or whatever it is. But this basically is a just for today thing. I will exercise my soul in 3 ways. I will do somebody a good turn and not get found out. If anyone knows of it, it will not count. I'll do at least 2 things I don't want to do just for the exercise. I will not show anyone that my feelings are hurt. They may be hurt, my feelings that is, but today I will not show it. So I just think some of those things are great. And I don't know. So just feel like there's a lot of things today. We have a really sweet new friend who's been visiting some very close friends of ours, Jack and Diane Lord. Her name is Lisa. I've always pronouncing it whether Lisa, Liza, but she's the most amazing young woman. She's been here from the Ukraine for 2 months. She'll be leaving here soon. And as we mentioned something about she was going home, it's not like there's home, you know, and I see the look on her face. So I kind of would like to ask everybody that we all pray for the people from the Ukraine and any people around the globe that are hurting like this. And this young woman, she is the future. And as we talked yesterday, as she was getting ready to go, I told her, you know, she's the one that's going to change the world, her and her generation. So we've got to all help her in that. So let's be kind. Let's take care of one another. And the great Roy Sakamoto just walked through the door. So maybe we better talk a little real estate.
Yeah. Well, let me talk about Halemakua first.
Yes. He's a little late because of a board meeting for Halemakua, which he has been involved with for basically 40 plus years. Halemakua, since your mom was sick.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
An event.
Anyway, great board meeting. A lot of expansion plans for Halemakua coming up. As many of you know, we're about to take over a lease on a county lease on the Kahului Community Park. And Halemakua Kahului is about to announce some great expansion plans for the community of Maui, and stay tuned.
Oh, you're not going to give us any little secret details, maybe a little tickler?
No, I mean, forthcoming.
Okay, forthcoming.
Forthcoming.
Well, that's exciting. Roy has been
stay
involved.
Stay tuned, anyway.
He's been involved with Halemakua since his mother was a resident for, let's say, a brief period of time. But it was amazing what we learned about Halemakua and how they operate and the way they take care of people. And it was way different than I ever expected. So Mom was really happy when things got difficult. They saw to it that her room had a bed there that Roy's dad could lay in and sleep in when he wanted, or anybody that was there and tired, would be able to do it. But the nurses and any of the employees there are so gracious and wonderful, and we're all so fortunate that we have them. And we have the Roy Sakamotos of the world who are willing to put in a lot of time and energy to make it better.
Well, we've got a great board led by Wes Lowe, who's our CEO. And, many, many good things are going to be announced about Halemakua in the coming weeks. And so, again, stand by. A few tweaks to do, but thanks to the County of Maui and the Maui community, there's going to be some great things happening.
Super. One last thing about Halemakua before we move on. Everybody forgets how Halemakua really started. And basically, prior to World War II, the elderly on Maui had really almost no place except the Malulani Hospital in Wailuku, which was known as Old Men's Home. And it took until the hospitals basically were primarily servicemen oriented, and eventually the Buddhist church stepped up, and in the basements were housing people that needed help, and were unable to be taken care of at home. And it wasn't until August 17th, 1947, that Halemakua opened its first 24-bed home. And volunteers began construction of the new home, apparently in Happy Valley. Now, I'm not ssure exactly what that was, but...
Right. It's our Wailuku facility.
Is it? Okay.
Right, yeah.
And 1945, basically after the end of World War II, the Young Buddhist Association wanted to be able to resume religious activities at their hall, and they were the ones that actually took it upon themselves to build a new home for the men at that time. Anyway, I guess enough said, maybe a little real estate. What have we got today?
Well, a lot of real estate, actually.
Still crazy busy.
Absolutely busy.
And it's interesting because there's so few listings, but there's a lot of people trying to make decisions about what to do or to change what to do, to sell, not to sell, and that's a real difficult question for someone. If you live in Maui and you don't have a place that you're going to be living, don't sell. It's as simple as that. But I think that for a lot of people, change is happening. They're able to get into something else, et cetera. So I think that there's second home owners. So there's a lot of people out there looking at real estate right now.
No, it's very tempting to sell when the market's hot. If you let's say you bought a house for $500,000, your market conditions now are $800,000, $900,000, whatever it might be. That's a fair profit. But in selling, then what? What do you do?
That's totally right. Yeah.
Right. Make a nice profit. Unfortunately, too many people are moving to the mainland, taking the $400,000, $500,000 profit and moving to Boise or Las Vegas or wherever. And, we're seeing too much of an outdrain of young talent. So we need to really get started on more affordable housing projects. Maui really, really needs affordable housing, and I think the whole community has to get behind this.
Well, I think you're right, Roy. We all have to get behind it because it could be for anybody. If we have a home, that's okay. But for kids, for grandkids, for the next generations, we want our children to be staying here. We want our grandkids to be able to move here and stay. But the way it's been going would make it increasingly difficult. And so I think let's all pay attention and support any plan for affordable housing. And let's be sure that there's some affordable housing that's really affordable. I saw something about a plan that's coming up that would be very small places, but that would also be directing the homeless situation. Because somebody could have a small, very small studio apartment that had a bathroom, a closet, a kitchen, and a place to sleep. And that's fabulous because that takes somebody who right now has nowhere to live and then find ways that there's a lot I understand ex-military that need places and are unable to get them. And it goes on and on and on. But let's all support that.
Yeah, the state just announced a great program for Lahaina, the Lahaina side, 200 affordable units, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units. There's some affordable guidelines as far as rents and so forth. And these are going to be much needed, 200 new apartments on the Lahaina side. Unfortunately, they won't come online for 2.5, 3 years. So,
But it'll be still needed.
right. And I'll tell you, a big hats off to our council chairwoman, Alice Lee. She's been a big proponent of affordable housing. And Alice, we need more people on the council like yourself that will back affordable housing projects.
No question. She has worked hard. You know, we have Dr. Norm Eston calling in, and he was going to check in with us. Oops. I think he's checking in here. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Said he hung up. So
Anyway,
so let's just see. We did take a minute there getting back to him.
right.
And I think he's driving, so maybe he just had to give that up for a moment. Oops, I think he's back on the line. Oops. Dr. Norm? No.
No,
Okay.
little glitch here, but
Hey, Dr. Norm. We didn't get to you. Are you there? Dr. Norm? Oh, wait, he's there. Are you there? There. Where are you? Ooh, we lost you. If you can hear me, we've just lost you again. So if you can, call us back. Okay, Roy, I think we'll let you try to talk about, I think it was Channel House. Is that the one you have there?
I'm going to start with the Haleonaloa apartment. Haleonaloa apartment number 402. It's listed by Chase Traphagen out of our KAOI Banker Kula office. Chase can be reached at 808-870-6804. It's a one bedroom, one bath, a 558 square foot apartment right on the ocean at Haleonaloa. And call Chase 808-870-6804 to take a look at this.
Okay, we think we have Dr. Norm back on here. Dr. Norm? Oops. We think you're on, but it's, I guess, a bad connection or something. So I think we're going to, for the moment, if you hear me.
How's that?
Oh, there. I hear you briefly, but then you're not coming through all the way. Are you there? Okay, I think we got to probably, unfortunately, give up. I mean, we were hoping for a Dr. Norm message today, but Norm, we just aren't getting through. Next time we will get Dr.
Yeah.
Norm. You know, I had one here, Roy. Did you get to the end of Haleona?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Uh-huh.
One of the ones that I wanted to mention, George Nunes and Lena Taberna, Caldwell Banker Kapalua, have a listing at the Channel House, leasehold property listed at $385,000, one bedroom, one bath, great location, walk to Baby Beach, etc. The lease rent is $418 a month, and I think it renegotiates in 2029. But I think it's a great location for someone. Obviously, the $400, which could go up. I don't know the exact details of it, the lease right now. But I think it is something worth looking at, and it does become affordable. So I think it's worth really kind of checking this one out. If you're looking for a place to live in, it couldn't be any better. It's a nice property. It's got every appliance that you need, et cetera. It's an easy, great place to live. So that's just one from me, Roy. What do you got next?
No, Channel House is a great location. You don't need a car. You can walk or bike right into Lahaina town. Fantastic location.
You know, I didn't say Lena's phone number. Lena Taberna at 808-281-4240. Lena Taberna. And George Nunes, they're both great realtors. George can be reached at 808-385-4665. Again, great realtors with our office and definitely have the ability to help you get into a first-time home.
George is Lahaina Luna. Yeah.
Yep. Go Lunas.
So call George or call Lena. Here's another one. Here's a Royal Kahana, apartment number 407. One bedroom, one bath. It's listed by Patrick Franta from our Coldwell Banker office. Patrick is at 808-280-7728. It's Royal Kahana, apartment number 407, listed at $865. It had a price adjustment, had been listed at $899. So call Patrick, 808-280-7728.
Here's another good listing, the Valley Isle Resort. One bedroom, one bath, listed at $860,000. Oceanfront property. Excuse me, development. Kristen Kingwell, 808-281-73. Excuse me. We have too many bad things going on here. 7313. Let me repeat that again. 808-281-7313. Why don't you go ahead with a few there and let me sneeze?
Before I forget, happy birthday.
Ooh, almost.
Betty's birthday tomorrow. So
Yes.
Big day, July 22nd.
It's going to be a big birthday. They're all big now. I think there comes an age that they're all big. And ironically, I think, when you turn 30 or 40 or 50, it's a lot. Well, there's a certain age, let's call it 80, that once you're there, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm happy that I have a wonderful world that I live in and a wonderful husband and children and grandkids. And I live on the island of Maui. And I did come from Buffalo, New York, which I love. And I hate that people say it's a great place to be from because it's a wonderful city. But I'll tell you, Maui, no KAOI.
Hey, Buffalo is actually on its way back.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah.
It is.
So, yeah.
But it is. It's a great city, great people. I could tell. Maybe I'll do a show on Buffalo one of these days. But
Okay.
right now, let's stick with Maui.
Okay. All right. Anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And if anybody's around our office, it's at 700 Office Road. Around 10 o'clock tomorrow, there's going to be lots of birthday cake. So,
You could be in deep trouble with that.
so
Okay.
all of Maui is invited.
Oh, my God.
The Coldwell Banker office, 700 Office Road, adjacent to the Kapalua Florist in Sansei. 10 o'clock tomorrow for Betty's birthday cake.
Whoa, this is crazy.
So here's one, the Breakers in Hanakawai, apartment number E41. And how about this for affordable? It's listed at $489,000. It's a studio, which is adequate. It's 438 square feet. Rick Kepler from our Coldwell Banker Kapalua office has this listed. Rick can be reached at 808-283-3729. It's the Breakers in Hanakawai, a studio, and it's a great price, $489.
Here's one other that Elizabeth Quayle has listed. Elizabeth is 808-276-6061. Pohailani, Maui, Unit 219, listed at $667,000, recently reduced. So it's, I think, an excellent price for what it is. It's in beautiful condition. It's been very, very nicely upgraded. It has vaulted ceilings, which were part of it, front row, a nice sunny apartment. So it is really worth taking a look at. And you do have 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, close to the ocean. It's west side, so if you're working on the west side, it's a great value. So I think worth taking a look at. And again, call Elizabeth Quayle, 808-276-6061.
Here's a great home that's in Malunakai Estates. It's listed by Marianne Fitch from our Kapalua office. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, listed at $1,995,000. It's within the gates of Malunakai Estates, which is a small, very quiet subdivision in Napili. And it's gated for privacy, really a nice neighborhood. Marianne can be reached at 808-250-1583.
You can walk from there up to the Napili Market and any of the shops in Napili. You're very close to Kapalua. theoretically walking distance, but personally I would not advise anyone to walk the lower road to Kapalua. But really so close to Kapalua, not that far from Kaanapali. And the Napili Shopping Center has a couple of great restaurants. Joey's is there.
Yeah.
And really
Joey's
fabulous.
Kitchen.
Joey's
Right.
Kitchen, a place that we love. What's the other restaurant? And I'm drawing a blank right now. It's really great.
I know.
It's really, that's
I'm
terrible.
trying to break too. Yeah.
We have no
But
brain
there's-
sometimes.
yeah.
Remember, we're getting older.
But
No
there's
brain.
Mama's Rotisserie, that's there.
And of course, the shop, just the grocery store, has all sorts of available food and salads and everything that you could think of.
And Maui Tacos,
Maui Tacos and
Napili Coffee.
the coffee store. The
Yeah.
coffee store is one of the best coffee stores.
Yes.
Period. They do some of their own pastries, or they were, and they're really good. They used to do some really great cookies. I'm trying to not eat as much junk as I used to, but really great coffee, and a place that I'll stop as often as I can. And I think you can also call in there and with an order,
Right.
or go there, because it's a really happy place. So
So call Marianne at 808-250-1583. This is for the only home listed right now in Malunakai Estates in Napili. Listed at $1,995,000, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. A great buy.
that one really is perfect. Great spot. What I'm just finding, I'm flipping through here too
Well,
quickly, I guess.
Yeah, here's another one. It's listed by Ray Chin. Ray is also out of our Kapalua office. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home at 10 Puamana Place in Napili, Kahana, right around the border there. And it's listed at $2,600,000. 10 Puamana Place is the address. Ray Chin can be reached at 808-344-2677. And tell him you're calling about 10 Puamana Place. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, over 2,500 square feet of living area. And you're right across the street from the ocean.
Ray is also an amazing agent. He's very young, but yet he's been around quite a while. And call him or look at ray@raychin.com. We are now down to the 2-minute warning. So I think we're going to say a quick goodbye. Maybe Roy has one more listing
I've
he
got
wants to
one more.
mention.
David Quant from our Kapalua office has this great 1-bedroom, 1-bath at Kahana Reef. Apartment number is 411. It's listed at $895. I was talking to Dave about this yesterday, and they're getting a lot of activity on this.
Right on the ocean.
Right. Kahana Reef,
Beautiful.
number 411, listed at $895. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And you can reach David at 808-457-0604 and tell him you're calling about Kahana Reef 411, listed at $895. 1-bedroom, 1-bath, right on the ocean.
Okay, now I think it's time for us to sign off, say aloha, say look for us again. Call Roy at 808-870-7060 or myself, Betty Sakamoto, 808-870-7062. We say those numbers so fast, but try to find us. Check out sakamotoproperties.com. Everything we have is on there. And Danny Couch. Love Danny Couch. And he's someone that's been really kind to Halemakua, done so many things for Maui and everywhere. So I guess we're signed off pretty fast now.
Aloha.
Aloha.